Namaste students. So students, in the previous class we were doing this topic, different forms of energy. Until now we have discussed three forms of energy. Number one was electrical energy, right? Second was heat energy. We have discussed this already. What is electrical energy? Electrical energy is used in all the electrical appliances in our homes or factories or industries, right? And the second one that we discussed was heat energy. Now, what is the use of heat energy? Heat energy is used in cooking food. Mainly in kitchen, we use heat energy for cooking food, right? And also, yes, in winters, we have heaters in our rooms, right? Heaters also produce this energy and give us heat and keep us warm, right? So, students, after heat energy, the third one was wind and water energy. These are the various forms of energy that we were discussing. Now, wind and water energy. So, students, this is the energy that is being produced from wind and from water. Wind energy is used in windmills. I told you this before also. Where is wind energy used? It is used in windmills to produce electricity. And this water energy is used in dams. And both these energies, what is the purpose of this energy? The running water or the moving wind, all these are used in producing electricity. So what is the use of this energy? It is used, the wind, the energy produced from running water or from the wind, it is used in producing electricity, right? So this is the main function of wind and water energy. Now students, the fourth one and the very important one nowadays is solar energy. Now students, as the name suggests, this is the energy. Solar energy is we get it from sun. So what is the source of solar energy? It is sun. Now students, sun is a very ultimate, very important source of energy. Nowadays we see that we have many gadgets also, the lamps, the solar lamps that work on this energy, right? And also in mountain area, in the hilly areas, the geysers, these work on the solar energy. There are various solar panels at very large scale, right? And these solar panels, what they do, they just absorb the energy from sun, right? They absorb the light and heat from sun and convert it into electricity, and we can use it in various appliances. Also in the solar cookers are very common, right? In various homes we see that solar cookers were used to cook food. So this energy can be used in various gadgets nowadays, right? And also this sun is an ultimate source of energy, means this is an important and a permanent source of energy. So sun is an ultimate, or we can say never ending source of energy, right? So it is very important. So sun is an ultimate, or you can say the never ending source of energy, right? Also students, where else the solar energy is used? It is used in plants. Where it is used? It is used in plants. How in plants? It is used in, by plants, the solar light, the sunlight is used to produce food. Plants absorb this sunlight and they undergo photosynthesis. You all are aware now about photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process by which food is being prepared in plants, right? So plants use the sunlight to prepare food. So in plants also we are getting food. Now when plants prepare this food, we take this food, right, and we get energy. So what we can say, that due to this solar energy, plants are preparing food, and then from this food we get energy. So indirectly what you can say, that solar energy is being converted into our energy. It is responsible for our energy, because the food we eat and we perform various functions, right? I told you that what is energy? Energy is the capacity to do work. And where we get energy? We get energy from food. That food we take from plants, and plants use this solar energy. So solar energy is the major reason for our energy, right? You can say this indirectly. So students, after this, these are the major forms of energy. Number one is electrical energy, heat energy, wind and water energy. After that, the solar energy, right? So after this, we are moving to the next topic. I hope you all got it. After this, we will just start the new topic, that is fuels. This is just linked to this energy part. You will get to know this later, that how we are going to learn about fuels. Now students, what are fuels? See, the vehicles that are running on the road, like the cars, buses, taxis, auto rickshaws, these all are running on some fuel. They need petrol, diesel, right? Petrol, diesel, you can say CNG. They need all these fuels to run, right? So these come in the category of fuels. What are the major fuels that we see nowadays? Yes, number one is petrol that we use in vehicles, also diesel. Okay, diesel is also used in vehicles. After that, CNG. CNG is very common when you go to Delhi side, right? CNG means compressed natural gas. There are CNG pumps also nowadays, like petrol pumps and diesel pumps. There are CNG pumps also. What is CNG? CNG is compressed natural gas, right? So students, all these fuels, and yes, another important one fuel is, I write it here, it is LPG. What is LPG? Full form of LPG is liquefied petroleum gas, right? And where is it used? You must know it is used in the kitchen, in the gas cylinders. Where is LPG used? It is used in kitchen, in the gas cylinders for cooking food. In gas cylinders, this gas is filled in liquid form, liquefied petroleum gas, right? So it is used in kitchen. So students, all these fuels, where they come from? The question is, where they come from? How do we get this fuel? So these fuels are obtained from petroleum. These fuels are obtained from petroleum. Now what is petroleum? Petroleum, students, it is found deep inside the earth. Petroleum is found deep inside the earth, and when this petroleum is extracted from earth by various processes, and it is processed to get all these fuels. So where do we find petroleum? We find petroleum deep inside the earth. Near the sea beds, it is present deep inside the earth. And in India, where it is found in Arabian Sea near Mumbai. There are large sea beds where we find this petroleum in India. We find it in Arabian Sea near Mumbai, right? So there we get petroleum, and then this petroleum is used to obtain all these fuels that we use in our daily lives for cooking purposes, for traveling purposes in vehicles, right? So all these fuels are used there. Now students, after this all these fuels are sources of energy, right? So these are just sources of energy, like the source from where we get energy. Like sun is a source of energy, I told you, water is a source of energy. Similarly, all these are also sources of energy. So students, after this, one more source is left, that is coal. Coal means koila. We use this coal in industries. In industries or in some homes also this coal is used, and it is used for burning process, right? Coal is burnt and it converts. What does it do? Coal is added, and in movies also you have seen that in previously trains used to run on this coal. Coal used to burn and it provides energy. So coal is what? Coal is a source of energy, right? And nowadays in industries it is used in turbines. What is the use of coal? It is used in turbines, right? So how in turbines you see that water is moving water is used to produce electricity, like in dams. But here water is not used as it is. Coal is used, and what does coal do? It converts. Coal is burnt, it is burnt, and it converts water into steam, or you can say water into water vapors. Now students, this energy, we convert water into steam. because steam has higher energy than water. So this kind of energy where we use temperature or coal and burn some water into steam to move turbines, and then these turbines are used to produce electricity, right? This energy has a special name where we use steam. Steam means water vapors. Water vapors are used, that is known as thermal energy. What is it called? It is known as thermal energy. Thermal is derived from temperature because we are burning coal and we are converting water into water vapors or steam. This energy is known as thermal energy. So here you come to know about one another form of energy. What is it? Thermal energy, and it is used in turbines, right? It is used in turbines to produce electricity, right? So students, after this, these are all sources of energy. Yes, one major point is left. Coal is also obtained from various mines from the earth. So these coal mines, we have various coal mines that are located in Bihar, Jharkhand and West Bengal in India, right? We get petroleum in near Mumbai in Arabian Sea, right? Coal mines are found in Bihar, Jharkhand. I am just talking about India. In our country, it is found in Bihar, Jharkhand and West Bengal, right? You must know the name of these places, that coal mines are found in India in Bihar, Jharkhand and West Bengal. So students, after these, we are just done with sources of energy. I hope you know that sources of energy means the thing or the object from where we get the energy, right? That is known as sources of energy. Now students, there is just one last topic left, because when you go through this chapter in your book, you will see that there are some two new terms used. There are new terms used. One is renewable source of energy and other one is non-renewable source of energy. We discussed all these fuels, right, today, and in the previous class we discussed solar energy, wind energy, water energy, all these. So all these sources of energy are classified into two types. Sources of energy, these are of two types, right? One is renewable source of energy, right? And the other one is non-renewable source of energy. So what is renewable source? Renewable source, student, means those sources of energy which are present in abundance, that are present in plenty amount, and there is no need to worry about these sources. Means these sources are present in abundance. They are present in our nature in abundance, or you can say in very big amount, or you can say it in plenty amount. So when we use these sources, there is no need to worry. There is no need to worry. They will provide us energy for various centuries, right? So what kind of sources are these? Can you tell me the examples? Yes, the sun. Sun is a renewable source of energy. Why? Because sun is present in the sky and it comes up daily, it rises daily, right, and provides us energy. So it is present in, the solar energy is present in abundance in our nature. So the first example of renewable source of energy is sun. After that, water. 70% of the earth is covered with water, right? So water is also this source of energy, and also yes, the wind. Wind is also a renewable source of energy, right? Now after these examples, when we move to non-renewable source of energy. So non-renewable sources, they are those that are not present in very much amount, means that are limited in amount in our nature, in our earth. These are present in limited amount. That means when we use these sources of energy, when we use sources like coal, petroleum that we discussed today, when we are using it in excess, we need to worry, right? When we are using it in excess, there is some cause, some need to worry, because at one day they will get extent, and then after that we will not get any LPG or any petroleum, right? So that's why these are known as non-renewable, means these can't be renewed. These can't be renewed, that means they cannot be used again and again, right? So these sources are present in limited amount. And what are the examples of these? Yes, today all the sources that we discussed are example of limited, this non-renewable source of energy. So what are the examples? Examples are, yes, coal, right? And yes, we discussed from this petroleum, all these fuels are obtained. Petrol, diesel, CNG, LPG, all these are examples of non-renewable sources of energy, right? So students, I hope you got these two classification of sources of energy. So here the chapter ends, and I hope you all go through this classification, and today we discussed about different forms of energy and different sources of energy. So just see all the videos of this chapter and try to understand all the concepts very clearly, right? So they will help you in your further classes also. Okay students, have a nice day. Thank you.